Hi BAVA parents and students, it's Miss Ramsey. I'm taking a little coffee break from putting in the emails for the learning codes. It's taking kind of a long time. I have 2 Chromebooks set up on my kitchen table and I'm just working away. I also graded about 100 papers this weekend. I'm giving you your learning codes because it's really important that your learning guide codes, that you check over your child's work before you turn it in. I am not in any way telling you to give them the learning guide answer key and have your 7 or 8-year-old type it into the answer box. That's not what I'm saying. But for example, there was a sled dog assignment and there was a lot of information a child would need to have gained from this lesson or from this part of a lesson and told me about in their answer for me to be able to give them 10 out of 10 points. A lot of the answers I'm getting are like 2 points out of 10. That's an F. If you have the learning guide code, you can look at the teacher tips and you can look at the answer to say, I'm going to need a little bit more from you. You have only said, it was a question about force, and some people said like, the sled dogs are pretty and snow is cold. And that was their answer. Well, that's a 0, and I granted a retake. But that all takes time. I have to grant retake, put Y, and then you guys turn it back into me when you think you're done, and I check it again. That takes a lot of time. I have 96 students, and they each have 6 subjects. So please take some time when you get your learning guide code and go ahead and go in there and actually look, through the answers. Again, you're not having your 7-year-old type those answers, but it tells you what your child should have learned. And if they didn't get anything out of it, maybe go over it again. Not maybe, go over it again. And then check their work before you give it to me and see, like, does this seem like they're gonna get more than 1 or 2 or 3 points out of 10? Did they do a good job? Did they answer the question? Some of the questions have lots of different parts. So it'll say like, what are the 3 states of matter? How do molecules move in those different states? And how do you measure them? And I don't know how many retakes I granted where people said solid, liquid, gas. They answered one tiny little part, the very first question, typed it in there, not a complete sentence, not anything, and then just enter. And so when I get it, I'm like, oh great, you got 1 point. That's enough. I don't think you guys are gonna be happy with that, so I grant a retake. I will not be granting retakes forever for this. I'm giving you your codes this week so you know what my rubric will look like. I'm grading off of a rubric. That's basically an answer key, fancy pants way to say answer key. If it's not correct, even if you bought me a Starbucks card or you sent me a nice email or you told my boss I was a rock star, and I appreciate that, thank you. I can't give you a good grade just because you complimented me or, you gave me like a Charleston's gift card or something. I mean, I just can't. So you have to actually do the work. Again, please do not have your 7 or 8 or 9-year-old child verbatim copy the answer key down, because I also can't give you a good grade for that. I'm so sorry. Start checking your inboxes. I have probably 60 more to go to put in, and I'm on those 2 Chromebooks. I'm not at my work where I can copy and paste. It's kind of a mess, but I'm gonna try and get them all in there because tomorrow I have a meeting and I have STAR testing and stuff, so I'm trying to get them all in there on the weekend, and I'm trying to enjoy my outside time with my coffee and get them all in there for you. But please actually use them. I'm going to kind of a lot of trouble to make sure you get them, the learning guide codes. So go ahead and actually go in there and look around. It's for you, learning guide, to check their work before you submit it so that I can give you the grade you really want them to have and that they deserve because they've learned it. So go ahead and start checking your email. Don't let me know if you didn't get it yet. I have 60 more to put in. And have an amazing Sunday. Bye guys.